regular season, the Jets look to sweep the Bills for the first time since 2016. And the action heads your way next.
We are just about 4 at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And how about that defense last week? They pitched the shutout.
And we are underway in Buffalo. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led by their quarterback in his second season from Oregon State, Jake Luton.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want...
He's got a man, complete. Uses the stiff arm. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Allen off the play fake. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On play action, Allen. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 34 yards to gain that time. Another first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the pistol, they run it with Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Latavius Murray, a touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a give here to Hill. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Playoffs ahead, this is how you build momentum because they pitched a shutout last week, and I don't care who you're playing. That's not easy to do at this level, and they're playing their best football at the right time of year.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And our attention here turns to Latavius Murray. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Another run for Murray on 2nd down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On play action, Allen. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Now Allen. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. That was 2nd down run for Murray. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A handoff. It's Murray. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Allen now looks to throw. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack.
11-6 brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Damiere Byrd, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic. But usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Luton. Looking sideline, incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
And this one is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Offense ready to go for their next drive. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Murray. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Another run for Murray on 2nd down.
And he'll take it across midfield down into jet territory.
42 yards on the ground for him so far.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On 2nd down now, it's Murray, and he gets it down to the 32. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. This is Murray. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 29, Allen. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it's Murray. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on and he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start.
We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
Final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Play action. Now it's Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open on the left side. This is Valdes-Scantling. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And incomplete on the deep ball.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the 1st half, and this one number 5. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave...
And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 24. 60 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Flush to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the 2nd half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the 2nd half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Nick Bolton able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw is Luton. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones on the return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Deshaun Jackson getting set to go again on offense. For him, what an accomplishment in this game, surpassing the 2,000-yard mark. And all the time we talk about these guys out wide like him that are so athletic and can do so many things, but take us a little deeper. How has he done it this year?
Well, you helped with this because when we sat down with him before the game and discussed his season, and you said to him, okay, have a vision that you, similar to a pitcher, change up a lot of things, right? Different arm angles, different slots that a pitcher would do. You do that with your route running and all that. And I loved his response. He said, yeah, I do that. But one of his best friends is a world-ranked tennis player.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now a give. This is Murray. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Watch the whip. Check three. Watch twist. Check 31.
Murray able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Luton's throw pulled in by Kittle. A gain of 6 there on first. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Now Luton. They'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Luton to throw. 7 yards there and a first down. Gets it to Gordon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Luton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Another try after the first down sack. Luton. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. Going for it all. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. Here's J.K. Scott now. Standing. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. So possession goes over here. 55 seconds remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Dulin. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's Luton to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Buffalo, a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Jets, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time.